Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show where we talk about all things gaming. My name is Killjoy. Today we're going to be talking a bit about Deep Rock Galactic, but specifically the recent update that they added. Now, I want to focus on the main thing they added in this, or the main progression that they added in this, which was a new it's a season terminal, so it's like a season pass. Now, when they announced this, you know, you get used to companies basically like you have a season pass and then you have like a premium part of it that you can pay for, essentially. But this is, in my opinion, the best version of a season pass, the way they've implemented it. Now, if you don't know, the game I think is like £25 or £26 or something in the UK. There is a bunch of content in the game, and then if you want to support them, I think most of the DLCs that they do release are about £5 to £7, and they're essentially like a skin set. So you can be like it could be like undead stuff that is a set across everybody, or it could be like a factory set, it's a skin across everything. Now, before we get to this, you do get a ton of skins in this game anyway. Just to show what I mean, you have a ton of headwear that you unlock in the game. You have armor, you have colors, you have skin colors, you have victory moves, eyebrows. So you know, so you in game you can buy a ton of stuff for the money you earn in game and the minerals. There's also stuff in here that I haven't got. I don't think. Some beards, some hats are the main thing. So there is plenty of stuff in this game. Now, why I'm so impressed with the season pass, let me show you, is that this season pass is completely free. You do not have to pay a single penny for this. It is simply content that you get while playing the game. The nice thing is, well, that each level is the same experience. To my knowledge, it's the same experience of 5,000 points, which it will take you, what they've tried to do is set it to about an hour to get up a level. Now, if you look on this tracker at the bottom, you can see down here that I am currently about to get level 23. And you get all kinds of things on here. We get money, we get resources, we've got colour, we've got helmets, and we've got this thing called script, which I will get onto properly in a minute. But essentially, you've got a ton of things you can unlock: pickaxe parts, like I said, resources, script. We've got a new thing there for Bosco. We've got paint job, pickaxe paint job, and then, you know, beards and things. And all the way up, you get helmets. That's pretty cool. The industrial face mask, a victory move boxer. That sounds fun. And you can see there's a ton of things to unlock. And to my knowledge, so far, they're all the same experience down here, which is 5,000, which, you know, is about, depending on what your challenges are, can be about 3 or 4 missions. Plus, I assume difficulty makes a difference as well. So yeah, this is great. Alright, so not only is it all free, you've got your season challenges here, and these give you a significant boost in XP. These ones don't, because these ones actually give you more script. But the other ones give you, like, I think it's like 2,000 to 3,000 XP. So if you've got a challenge and you've done a couple missions, you can easily blast through levels very, very quickly, and you can have up to 3 challenges. Anyway, you've got these bonus events. Now, this gives you extra script. Now, these are really easy in this case. You just have to collect data cells, which were things you would find on the, which you find on the missions. But this all leads into this thing, the cosmetic tree. Now, this is a great way, in my opinion, of giving people a way of unlocking the things that they want. Each of these big squares costs 1 script. Each of the little squares that give you resource also cost 1 script, which means this is an idea that I have personally thought about in games for a while, which means I can essentially look at this tree, and let's say I wanted to get specifically to this pickaxe throw. It's not like any of this costs any more than the last piece, not at all. These still cost 1, this costs 1, this costs 1. I can literally save up my script and go bam, 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 and get directly to that pickaxe throw if I wanted to, for that victory move, if that's the thing that I wanted the most. I am so impressed with the way that this has been implemented. Now, don't get me wrong, right? That there's an argument to be had that, like, people don't. You got it on both sides. You got the people that don't care when things cost, when it's cosmetics, because it's the least offensive thing that a game can do, is charge you for cosmetic items because they don't have any impact on the gameplay. On the other side of that, you got people that are still pissed off with it because essentially, you know, if you want to make your characters look a certain way, already in this game you have to level up to unlock certain parts. Alright, so there's a progression barrier there. You can't just have it all. And then you've then got this, which is another progression barrier. But the thing is, it's completely free. You just play the game and you get more content. There's no paywall to these things, and that's the biggest difference. Is that, and the reason why I like this is simply the fact that each level is the same experience. Each item on this cosmetic tree costs 1 script. It's not like they're being tight asses and saying, hey, well, paint jobs are 1, but if you want like the hats, they're like 4. You know, because that feels horrendous. Now, obviously, these guys could potentially do a season down the road that does cost, or they could have changed this up. But as it stands, this Rival Incursion Season 1, this is how I want Season Pass. Sorry, I keep calling it Season Pass. It does say, I guess it is a Season Pass, but like this is kind of this Battle Pass style thing. This is exactly what I want when I see this. I don't want to really pay for it. There's no premium, there's no like basic version and a premium version. What you've got here is everybody's on the same playing field, and being a co-op game as well, like it makes sense so they can do it this way. There's no you know, there's no reason to charge people for a premium version of it. But essentially, this design choice by giving players script, which you get, like if we take, where am I on this track here? So this, between 20 and 30, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 script. So that's 7 new items, or a bunch of resources and things. I've already got a bunch here that I got from these events. You get them from the new missions. Let's go from 31 to 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 more scripts. So each set of 10 levels, you're guaranteed to get at least 3, and probably more, because it looks like every 10 levels is a set of 3, which is great. Like this really is. This to me is what other like. I play a lot of Rocket League. I can't stand Rocket League's pricing in that game. I think it's disgusting for some of their stuff. And their season passes, while it has good content, or battle passes, I should say, they do have those premium things, and it sucks. And every other game that does it, Fortnite, all these other games that do it, you know, this isn't a free-to-play game, right? I understand that Rocket League, Fortnite are. This isn't a free-to-play game, but these guys seem to understand the importance of having a player base, as well as giving enough free content and then offering up some DLC that people can buy. You can see up here, this is the Rival Tech Pack. This Rival Tech Pack I think is £5 in the UK, and this means that I can have everything look like the rival company. That's fine, because look at how much free stuff I get on here and on this cosmetic tree. And there's also, bear in mind, there are cosmetics on this tracker as well. So you're getting even more content just from leveling up, let alone the stuff that you can then spend the script on. Now, you might not be a fan of this season's, this is all meant to look like post-apocalyptic stuff with the spikes and those things. Some of these I prefer over others, but the Space Biker helmet, the Tech Trooper, the spiky hair, all these things, like, this is a lot of free content they've added in, and they've given people a reason to keep playing, you know. And the thing is, you're going to get all the script from running along this tracker and doing these ones. Eventually, you probably don't need to do these anymore. But this, to me, is just, this is how you do it. This is how you don't need to charge for it. You don't need a premium part of it, right? You give some people the reason to level up and keep those levels up as consistent as possible, and then give them these tokens, essentially. Let me use those tokens on the things that I want. As soon as I started and saw this tree, I was ignoring a lot of these. I went straight for the hats. I went for the Furline Ushanka. I went for the Tech Trooper thing. So I was missing things, and now I've come back and got them, and that's great. And like, that's the kind of things that I like to see. I like to see that freedom. I like to see that choice. More games need to do this. This is a prime example of how to do a season/battle pass for your game, right? Stop charging people for it. Stop it. Like, you know, the idea is like likelihood is people have already paid enough for free-to-play games, and they're probably paying out the ass now, you know, for other ones. This game, I put in my initial price. I bought some of the DLC. Oh, sorry. I say I bought some of the DLC. I bought some of the music DLC. But I can, anytime I want, I can support this game by buying these tech packs. You know, and that's great. And that's an awesome way of doing it. And that's a really consumer-friendly way of looking at things. And it's nice to see that this company clearly gives a shit about their player base, you know. And yeah, I just think it's just funny how a small company, a smaller company anyway, you know, is willing to do this because they get it, right? Now, like I said, in the future, season 2 could be paid for. I don't know, but as it stands right now, the time of this recording, this is how I want to see this sort of thing continue. I want these guys to make their seasons as fun as possible for people, but keep releasing the DLCs, man, because like that's a great way for people like me to support them. I'm like, hey, I have the initial cost. I've got almost 150 hours out of this game now. Like, I don't have a problem with buying some of the DLC and essentially supporting the company. I definitely would not be praising this if it wasn't for the fact that it's consistent levels, tokens that everything costs 1, and the fact that it doesn't cost. I just want other companies to take note. This is how you do your pass. Simple as that. Shorter video today, guys, but I really wanted to highlight this. These guys are doing a great job with this game. Really fantastic game. And just praise where praise should be given. And this right now is that. So thank you very much for watching. As always, if you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more content like this, then hit subscribe. Links for Facebook and Twitter will be down below in the description as always. And until next video, I will see you then.